my name is Liam, Technical Manager here at Oprema, otherwise known as the Almanac, and welcome to our latest technical video. This week we're going to be discussing the Dahua TPC-2221 Thermal Imaging PTZ. This is a new model to the Dahua product range. It is a dual sensor, so it has a video and a visual and also thermal sensor, as well as a white light, and also in addition to that, a built-in speaker, so it can broadcast in event of things like mobile phone detection, smoking, and also the traditional IVS rules. As you can see, it's quite small and compact, similar in size to the SD4 models that you've all come to know and love. Thank you again for all the support on our previous technical videos. Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you very much for all the interaction. Coming up in our next video is the eagerly awaited, drum roll, the new Ajax wireless intruder. As you can see, I have plenty of products to go through to test there, so keep your eyes peeled on our next video. So in 2 weeks time, the next video will be on the Ajax product. Just remember one thing, real installers fit more than just CCTV. Thank you again for all your likes, shares, subscribes. Please keep doing what you do. Let me just get set up and I'll be with you in a second. So as you can see, I'm logged into the camera here. It has two images, so it's the visual sensor, which is 1980 by 1080. So it's a 2 megapixel visual sensor, and also the model number of the camera. And also we have the thermal sensor, which is down 1.3 megapixels. You can adjust these. Both of these have the ability to record up to 30 frames a second. So it's fit for multi-purpose, use a many in application. So we need to adjust these. I can also change the image color of this, so it doesn't have to be white hot. It can be black hot. It can be fuchsia. It can be adjusted accordingly to whatever your needs are. Just go into your settings tab here. As you can see, I go into my conditions. I can do my profile management. I can set that to, again, meet whatever the environment or where this particular product is fitted. If I go into the video tab, again, I can change my channel number. So channel 1 is my visual sensor, so that's 1920 by 1080. And also I can adjust my frames per second if I want to meet whatever it is, and also adjust my bit rates accordingly. And also have my substream here. Obviously then I have the channel 2, which is obviously the thermal lens, which is 1280 by 960, which is 1.3 megapixel, and again I can change it up to 30 frames a second. And again I can adjust the bit rates for you. Relatively easy, nice and simple. Then I have an audio tab. In that audio tab I have my mainstream substream, that's my recording in if I'm using the audio input of the device itself. But what's quite unique about this camera, it has a built-in audio output, so it has a speaker as well as a white light embedded on the head of the device itself. What I can do is supplied with 4 generic WAV file saves. We can save our own depending on what the brief message would be. You could save that and play that on an IVS event. So today we'll go through setting up a call alarm or smoking alarm, either or. I'll show you set up both, and I'll give a brief demonstration on how to do the call. So we're going to be using certain applications such as petrol stations, petrochemical plants, anywhere where obviously combustible materials, or where people shouldn't be using mobile phones. It could just be somewhere where for security reasons you can't use mobile phones, so that they could be also used for that application. What you do need to do when you're using any of these functions, you do have to set a preset up so the camera's looking at a specific area. It's very, very similar to using any of the Dahua PTZs, whether they're the auto tracking or also the active deterrent cameras with the built-in speakers. So I need to set any of this up. Again, all I need to do is go create a preset. Obviously do have the options for TOR, scan, patterns, everything else that's involved in all the other Dahua PTZs. It's got all that built in. So if I do anything with the peripheral devices, like the infrared light, I can adjust that, obviously to auto or manual. I can set that to come on a schedule, whatever needs to be done. And also the heater, I can adjust the built-in heater device to be on and off at certain temperatures. So when you're using this, obviously you need to turn on your smart plan. So today we're going to use the call detection function. So I can turn on the call detection, and I set it to preset number 1. I save that, and you see save succeeded. Then I go into the IVS rules. If I are going to use anything like the video analytics, whether it be the tripwires, intrusion, this is I would be setting that up. But I wouldn't be having the phone call detection symbol enabled. I would be using the IVS. But as we are using the call detection today, that's what I've got enabled. So when I go into call detection, all I need to do is enable that function. And again, here I can adjust things accordingly. I can do durations, recording, whatever channels, delays, PTZ linkages. Again, so if I have an additional PTZ on site, I could also link that, so I could trip the preset on an event, so it gives me backup of my recording. And also my audio linkage. With the audio linkage, you can change it by duration or play count. So you can play that to 1 to 15 times, or you can set it for a specific duration, so it plays for however many seconds to meet your requirements. I just started 20 seconds today just so we can go through it when I go outside. I'll give a brief demonstration on that. Also, I can tie in the white light with that. If I want the white light to come on, or I want it to be to flicker or normally on, I adjust that so I can be on for the duration as well as the alarm is set. Change that so you're identical. Once that's done, you do need to draw your rule. As you can see, I just have this across the whole scene. If I clear that, I can draw that in again. Really easy. Click. All that does is when you see someone out there on a mobile phone, it will then broadcast a message saying mobile phones are prohibited in this area, or any other pre-recorded message that you've set up. Very similar with the smoking detection. If you are going to use that, you do have to have the IVS enabled. You just tick your enable function, set it up exactly as you did with the mobile phone usage. Draw your draw rule section, press save. It is that easy. There's not really much more to it. It is quite simple. We do have the ability to adjust it. Like obviously you've got sensitivity and things like that, but to be fair, with the box it works really well. It just works. Again, if I want to change any of the thermal settings on you, if I go into smart thermal, sorry, I go into the camera, go into video settings, so I'm just walking outside the Oprema HQ. The camera in question is just up on our demo wall here. She's up there. You'll have to show my dodgy. She's up at the end there. Similar size wise to the SD4 models. Excuse my dodgy camera work. No cameraman. So as you can see, I'm walking outside. It's probably recording on the screen in it also. If I walk around out here, I'm even holding this camera. It's not picking up anything, not broadcast message, absolutely nothing at all. Nothing, working absolutely fine. So if I then pick up a mobile phone, pick my phone up, put it in my ear, give it a few seconds for the camera to detect. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll go a little bit closer for you. I'm not sure if you can hear that on there, but also you can see the white flashing light, so the duration of the time I set on the thresholds. So it's a 20-second message and a 15 seconds for the IR, for the white light. As you can see, that's gone off there. If I walk back out, mobile phone's away, nothing, no messages. Works in the same principle when you're using the smoking side of it. If someone lights a cigarette in a specific area with the IVS, it will then start broadcasting the message. It can either be one of the pre-recorded, like I said, or something you've done yourself. We'll do that one more time for you to show how good it works. So mobile phone to ear, a few seconds. There she goes again. It is really that simple. There's not really much more to it. The applications, you guys, are almost endless. If you'd like any more further demonstrations, please speak to one of your BDMs, one of the sales guys here at Oprema, or feel free to email myself at almanac@oprema.co.uk. Look forward to hearing you. Cheers guys, keep an eye for future videos, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate all your efforts. Cheers guys.